if I beat Robert Whittaker Saturday night, the only way to go is to the title. I've come at middleweight, and a lot of people say he's only had 2 fights, but look at my 2 fights. This is why, for every young fighter out there, or for every fighter in the UFC who sometimes may turn down fights, you got to take these big risks because they'll pay off. So I didn't campaign for a title shot after I beat Stephen Thompson in Liverpool, because it didn't quite feel I deserved it. But now, if I beat Robert Whittaker Saturday, which is a big ask and a big mountain to climb, you know, the only fight for me, you know, I say Israel Adesanya a lot, but you know, them two, him and Costa, are scheduled to fight. The only fight for me is a title fight.
So you got Jack Hermanson, who just won, who said he figures the winner of this fight makes sense for him. Do you believe that he has a case at a fight with you?
Of course, he has a case if I beat Whittaker, but he'll have to wait his turn. I'm not looking backwards, and I'm sure at some point we're all going to meet each other, meet Jack and all these guys who are calling me out. But I beat Whittaker Saturday. The only name I want to hear coming out of anyone's mouth is Israel Adesanya. That's all I want to hear.
What do you think about that statement?
Of course, would you expect him to say anything else? It's the same question when people ask, you know, do you think you're going to win? What do you want me to say? No, of course he's going to say that, and he should say that, and I should say the opposite, that I'm better everywhere. But I'm not like that. I think Rob is probably more of a seasoned wrestler. I think he's a little bit better in that department. Jiu-jitsu wise, I don't know. Striking wise, he ain't even close to the level. But I'm saying that, you know, he could come in and show me something new, boom. So that's how it is. He's meant to say that. Would you expect him to say anything else? I don't roll like that. My coach instilled a few things in me. Not a lot of stuff I listen to, I go, of course, but I don't need to talk about that spar. If he's insecure and feels he needs to say he beat me, you know, it's okay. And I'll still sit here and say I don't mind the guy. You know, he's obviously been offended by what I've done, and I'm obviously, you know, I should be charging him rent because I'm living on his head. You know, he owed me a few quid, so get it paid. But it is what it is. I gave Mike Perry a lot of... I've given him a lot on social media, and a lot of people have took notice because of me, so I'm not going to talk about him too much because he's going to have more followers than me soon.
We're going to make websites for him, you know.
I didn't make that website, to be totally truthful. I made the Instagram, and then some fan must have made the website that I put on the bio, and now it's fucking famous as fuck.
What does the future look like for you? Are we talking Usman, or if Dana said, you know, drop down and maybe Conor or someone in the welterweight division? Where's your future?
I think you got those marked up a little bit.
I don't think you can do a press conference without Conor McGregor's name being mentioned. So let's say at the end of this, you're victorious on Saturday. Dana White says middleweight championship, or Conor McGregor at Anfield, sold out crowd, and we can watch again. Which would you prefer?
Middleweight title. Conor McGregor's a lightweight, 2 weights below me.
Yeah, wouldn't happen. You're not willing to drop down. Let's do...
Well, I'm not worrying about it at all, because a huge thing for me is just that I'm just enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the sport. I'm enjoying the gym, because people view me as a top contender because I am a top contender and I'm one of the best in the world. And I'm still only 29. And I think a lot of people forget that as well. So I have enough time to walk away from the game and just train skill sets and come back a later time. I have honestly, the world is my oyster where I'm sitting. And I guess my biggest thing is I just want to enjoy it and earn a living, you know, and that's it. And as a team and as a family, we're doing it together. So got to be happy with that. You know, on paper, we just look good. You know, he goes out there head hunting. He's got good striking. I go out there head hunting. I got good striking. It just looks like a fun fight, you know.
Can you confirm you did more training for this than just chips and dips?
Maybe. Nah, honestly, I was in the gym when I wrote that, because I don't trust him and he doesn't trust me. You know, as cordial as we've been, and it's good to be like that, because I think you should be cordial. Like I think we should set role models for other people. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. You know what I mean? After he said chips and dips, I trained twice as hard. You know what I mean? It's like, and I hope he believes me. I hope he didn't train, because I trained my absolute ass off, and I'm gonna come in there very, very good, man. Yeah. I hope he breaks his leg on the way in, and then I'll fight him with a broken leg.
No, I'm just talking in terms of the biggest fight to make, and the biggest fight it seems, and the biggest fight, and the fight that everyone wants to see after this fight, if I win, is Adesanya. So I've said I think Adesanya Costa's a 50-50. I think I'm slightly edging towards Adesanya, because I think with technical ability wise, I think he's got a little bit more. But the reason I'm saying it's a 50-50, because it's like a dogfight, technical versus brute strength, and Costa's, he can do the 5 rounds, he's got the hands to do it, he can take a punch. So for me it's 50-50, but you know, because the fight's been built up so much between me and Adesanya, that's why I say that. But I could be wrong, Costa could go out there, but until I see both of them guys on the scale, I'm not believing that fight's happening in September, so I'm going to stay ready for September.
Yeah, you know, I don't know about his fight and what's going on in the immediate future, but at one point in time, I'd love to run that back just as a competitor, as a fighter. I don't like knowing the fact that I lost to someone in combat. That to me is terrible. So I'd like to get that back someday, whether it's for the belt or not. I have no idea. I think Adesanya has the skill set necessary to beat him. Like, Costa's dangerous. He's very dangerous, you know, in a lot of different aspects. Got to wait and see.
After the Masvidal fight, how did that impact you in just getting more drive and getting back and just pushing yourself harder?
I didn't. I was sad for a long time, and I had to just sort of build myself back up over a long period of time, and just that sort of face some demons, and it was, you know, it was quite tough. But it was 2 fights ago, so you know, I don't really think about it no more.